And the 0-1 is in there, makes it 0-2. Nobody out here. Williams back-to-back hits to kick things off tonight for the Harbourcats. 1-2. Slider misses down low. Can't quite find the zone there. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Wesley. Wesley in the 3 spot last night went 4 for 4. And walked. Reached base all 5 times he was at the plate. Four singles for Wesley. Did not have an extra base hit, but did pick up an RBI. Williams looks at Silva on first, and the 2-2 is fouled back. Up high, 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Nobody out. Williams looking to get out of the early jam. That's outside, ball 4. And there are runners on first and second. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter, Brady Hewitt. Schubert quickly up to have a conversation with Williams after back-to-back hits, including a solo homer and then a walk. Looking to settle him down here early. Make sure he can get out of this jam. The shortstop, Brady Hewitt, hit an opposite field home run last night. Was the first run that Victoria scored after Port Angeles went up 5-1 with a Jordan Daniels home run. They eventually clawed back to make it 6-5, including another solo home run. That one from Roan Klein. Williams misses there, 1-0. Lefties got the run back, make it 6-6. They pushed it into extra innings and walked it off in the bottom of the 10th with Carter Enoch. That one misses low. 2 balls and no strikes here from Caleb Williams. To the shortstop, Brady Hewitt. That's popped up above the plate. Gets into the net up there, 2-1. Hewitt couldn't connect with a fastball right down Broadway. It's 2-1. That one finds the zone. 2-2. Right there on the inside edge to Brady Hewitt. Hewitt's got the power to leave the yard. Showcased it last night. Fouls this one back. Count stays 2-2. This time the 2-2 over to short. Smith flips to Moeller onto first, but the transfer's slow. He bobbles it and cannot get a throw off. So A 6-4 fielder's choice puts runners on the corners here with 1 out. And it'll be Roan Klein, who hit the other solo homer for the Harbourcats last night. 1 out here in the inning. Harbourcats look to expand on their early lead. Williams in a lefty-lefty matchup ahead 0-1. Klein thinks about going for the slider down and away, but it's too far low. He leaves it be. 1-1. Williams checks on first, goes to the plate, a wave and a miss. Puts a little bit on his fastball there. 1-2. Williams looking for strikeout number 1 this afternoon. Comes set, delivers, fouled away. We'll do another 1-2. To start things off tonight, his fastball was sitting at around 80. Last 2 pitches were 83 and then 84. Put a little bit more on it. Pitch on the way, runner going, it's down low and away for ball 2. And Patterson cannot get a throw off. Now runners both in scoring position here with 1 out. And a chance for Victoria to do some more damage. We saw this last night. Victoria quickly got one on the board in the top of the first inning, and then the Lefties quickly cashed in. As a swing and a miss there, records strikeout number 1 on the afternoon for Caleb Williams. There's 2 gone in the inning.
The second baseman, number 26, Declan Brown.
Here's Declan Brown, one of the new additions to Victoria's lineup today. The first one in the batting order that we see this afternoon. Everybody returners for this series in the Victoria lineup, aside from Declan Brown, Lucas DeGraw, and Max Bernal. Grounded softly left side. And foul, 1-1. A 1-1 pitch from the lefty, grounded over to third. And Pettingill will collect, fire over to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Lefties escape a runners in scoring position jam and only allow 1 in the first. A better outcome than what was expected. We go to the bottom of the first. Victoria leads 1-0. Lefties get to swing it after this. Enoch calls time, steps out, take the practice swing. Well, Jacob Silva adjusts his pads behind the plate. 1-0. Enoch awaits, pitch on the way. Line drive. Through the middle, base hit. Petio getting the wave. He's on his way home. The throw. Not in time. Lefties win it. Walk-off two-run single. Carter Enoch. 8-7. Final score. Port Angeles evens up the series 1 game apiece. Emotions flowing high last night on the walk-off from Carter Enoch. Might have gotten a bit carried away up in the booth. Jeremiah Arnett, the starting pitcher for the Victoria Harbourcats this afternoon, facing Wyatt Moeller, leading things off in the bottom of the first inning for Port Angeles. Moeller went 1 for 4 last night. The first pitch, a strike. 0-1. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. That is lined into center field. A base hit for Wyatt Moeller. Lefties quickly equalize both leadoff hits for each team tonight.
The third baseman, number 26.
Cron hit the solo homer. To lead things off for the Harbourcats. Wyatt Moeller a base hit up the middle for the Lefties. Now traffic here in the bottom of the first inning, where they look to equalize the 1 run. First pitch to Tyson Pettingill is waved out and missed. Strike 1. Pickoff attempt not in time on Moeller. Oh, 0-1 to Pettingill. He was the runner that scored on Enoch's walk-off last night. The tying run was Jordan Daniels from third base. Pettingill scored from second on the base hit into center field. Another pickoff attempt on Moeller. Again, not in time. 0-2 on Pettingill after a foul ball. Victoria leads 1-0. Pettingill waves and misses. Strikeout number 1 for Jeremiah Arnett on the day. And 1 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. Now, Ethan Wood.
Number 24, Ethan Wood.
That fastball up to 90 miles an hour past Pettingill. 1 out here for Wood. Ethan Wood's been hitting the ball hard so far this summer. Multiple base hits, over 90 miles an hour off the bat for him. 1-0. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of guys, when they come to the West Coast League, it is the first time in their career that they're swinging wood bats. College NCAA rules regulate metal bats. They swing metal bats in college. They come to the West Coast League, and it's their first organized baseball experience with wood bats. Aside from guys that have chose to swing wood bats in lower leagues. Or guys that have previous experience in the West Coast League. Ethan Wood draws a walk with 1 out. Now it's Carter Enoch, the man who walked it off of the Lefties last night. That was his second hit of the day. He was 2 for 3, including a walk last night. Line drive, left field line. It's a fair ball. Quickly, here comes Moeller. The Lefties have tied this ball game 1-1. Carter Enoch does it again. An RBI double in the bottom of the first inning, and this game is even at 1. 92 miles an hour off the bat. A shot right down the line. Couldn't have placed it any better than that. Right over the bag into left field, and now Caden Young with 2 runners in scoring position. Lefties' early explosive offense here today. 2 hits, a walk, and a run scored, which is the same as Victoria in the top half of the first. This is lined left side. It is caught on the fly. A 93-mile-an-hour line drive, but right at the third baseman, David Cron. They turn 2. He steps on the bag. But the Lefties get one back. Carter Enoch does it again. An RBI double. We go to the second inning. This game is even at 1. Ryan Floco steps in quickly in the top of the second inning here, leading things off with nobody out. First pitch from Williams to the lefty-lefty matchup to Fuoco. It's 1 ball, no strikes. And that runs in and gets him on the hand. He's holding it. He'll walk down to first. A hit by pitch here to lead off the top of the second inning. Traffic for Victoria.
The catcher number 40, Lucas Legras.
Now it's Lucas Legras. Victoria got on the board early. A solo home run to lead off the ball game from David Cron. Lefties evened it up in the bottom half of the first inning with an RBI double from Carter Enoch. Wyatt Moeller has a little bit of trouble in the sun, but makes the grab on the pop out. 1 gone here in the top of the second.
The left fielder number 10, Expert All.
Had to take a couple steps back near the outfield grass, right on the lip there at second base. One out here in the top of the second. It is now Max Bernal, Legras, and Bernal, 2 of 3 new batters in this Victoria lineup in the series. Dryden Fuoco did not play last night. Everyone else in the lineup, the other 5 hitters, are returners from last night's lineup for Victoria. Williams checks the runner on first in Fuoco. And a slider finds the zone, makes it 1-1. That is lined into center field. Matisic back. He's looking. He leaps. He can't make the grab. Fuoco's coming around third. He's getting the stop sign, so no runs scored on the play, but a 1-out double for Max Bernal. Both runners in scoring position now for Victoria. That'll bring up the top of the order, David Cron.
Top of the order, the third baseman, number 14, David Cron.
Who led things off with a solo homer back in the top of the first inning. Now an opportunity to do more damage for Victoria. Both runners in scoring position, Dryden Fuoco and Max Bernal. Williams looks at Bernal on second and goes to the plate. First pitch taken down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Slider runs inside, almost hits Cron, gets out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. Williams escaped the same situation in the top of the first inning. Had both runners in scoring position. That is lined left field. A diving attempt by Pettinghill can't get it. 1 run will score, the stop sign being held up. Dryden Fuoco comes around, and Victoria makes it 2-1.
Designated hitter number 2.
Now runners on the corners. An RBI single for David Cron brings up Jacob Silva. Silva produced the first run of the ballgame last night for Victoria. Hit an RBI double out to right center field. Lefties quickly got right back in it. And then took a 5-1 lead. 1-0, 1 out. Up high, 2-0. Williams goes to first. The pickoff move not in time.
I say cut your loss for today, and we got to fix it. If we also this is the last game.
Up and away. Silva draws the walk. Ball 4. That'll bring up Matt Wesley to load the bases.
Right fielder number 16, Matt Wesley.
Bases loaded here for Victoria. A chance to do some real damage. A talk between Patterson and Williams on the mound. A little pat on the arm. One out. Ground ball gets him out of the inning. The corner's playing in on the cut of the grass. Wood a step closer, playing for either the sacrifice bunt with one out or for a ground ball to go to the plate. That is a line drive into the left center field gap. That's going to clear the bases. One run's going to score. And actually a stop sign being held up at third base. Jacob Silva doesn't have the speed to score from first. But a 2-run double from Matt Wesley creates problems for Port Angeles. It is 4-1. Victoria leads.
Stop number 11, Brady Hewitt.
Action in the bullpen for Port Angeles. A right-handed arm up. Williams, the left-hander. Wearing a smile, he goes to the plate. Throws a slider. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position. Jacob Silva standing at third. Matt Wesley at second base. Williams looked back at Wesley and goes to Hewitt at the plate. Soft line drive, hit to shallow left field. It'll drop behind George Smith. 1 run's going to score. Stop sign being held up. Silva comes around to score, and an RBI single puts runners at the corners here in the top of the second inning. Still only 1 out, and another run comes across for Victoria. It is 5-1.
Number 32, Ron Klein.
Roan Klein in now. He smashed a homer to right field last night. The homer made it 5-3. They later took a 6-5 lead. Port Angeles tied it up and walked it off later in the evening. In the bottom of the 10th inning. 4 runs for the Harbourcats here in the top of the second. Williams comes set. Looks at Hewitt, goes to the plate. 0-2. Fastball catches the outer edge. Chance to do more damage here for Victoria. Williams instead records strikeout number 2. Slider low and away, gets the wave and miss from Roan Klein, and now Declan Brown.
The second baseman, number 26, Declan Brown.
First pitch, lower inside edge, catches the zone 0-1. Williams trying to escape the inning without any further damage. 2 gone. Fouled away. He's ahead 0-2. Now searching for strikeout number 3. Harbourcats back in their blue jerseys that they wore in game 1 with the blue and red pinstriping or piping down the sides of the jerseys. As that slider misses low. 1-2. That runs in and gets him. The bases are loaded now. 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 9, Dryden Cuoco.
Bases loaded. Williams looking to roll a ground ball or get any form of out to get out of the inning. Down in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Patterson keeps it in front. That's softly hit. Out to shallow left. Called off by Young. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Victoria gets up a 4-run inning. They lead by 4, 5-1. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Garrett Patterson waves and misses at the first pitch from Jeremiah Arnett.
Nixon. Phil was last out.
Patterson fouls that one away. 1-2 now. Lefties look to close the deficit. It's very possible. They held a 5-1 lead over Victoria just last night. Victoria came back, made it 6-5. Patterson fouls that one away towards the grandstands. Count remains 1-2. The righty fires a slider at the bottom of the zone, right there on the corner. Strike 3 called, his second strikeout of the day. Patterson goes down looking. Now it's Sam Matisic. Matisic tries to lay down a bunt. Push one over towards the first baseline. Didn't get it down. Count is 0-1. Pitch on the way. Popped up right side. And The catch made over there by the first baseman, Dryden Fuoco. So now, 2 quick outs to start the bottom of the second inning.
The shortstop from Regis.
And George Smith.
Number 32, George.
Wes Lynch on deck, and then the top of the order for Port Angeles. Smith watches the first pitch, down and away, a ball. Foul ball makes it 1-1. That one missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one finds the zone on the outer edge. 2-2. Fastball right there on the outside, Black. Arnett searching for strikeout number 3. Smith trying to keep the inning alive. A wave and a miss. Arnett finds it. 3 strikeouts on the day through 2 innings. We go to the third. 5-1 lead for Victoria. Top of the third inning here. New arm out of the bullpen, Connor Weiss. The Port Angeles Lefties misses the zone on the first pitch. And that one doesn't find the zone either. 2-0. That one misses, just low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Weiss trying to get back in the count. That one on the top corner. Makes it 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. Fly ball, left field, trailing towards the wall is Caden Young. He will not make the grab in foul territory. Three and two. Foul ball landed on top of the cage in left field. That's laced. Left field again. Caden Young watches, but it's foul. That was hit hard. He can't keep it fair. 3 and 2, nobody out to Lucas DeGraw. Line drive, left side, a diving attempt by Pettingill, can't get it. And a leadoff single for Lucas DeGraw here in the 3rd inning.
Left fielder number 10, Max Bernal.
Now Max Bernal. Bernal 1 for 1. That's flied left side, trailing towards the line, and it drops a fair ball. The wave, and now the stop sign applied at third base. For DeGraw, the throw in goes off of his leg. Now runners on second and third for the top of the order, David Cron. Cron is 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. Nobody out here. Connor Weiss in a bit of trouble. Needs a big first out here. A pop out or a ground out. The corner's playing at normal depth. First pitch a strike. High fly ball, left field, Caden Young, a jog, a bat flip from David Cron. It is gone. A 3-run homer for David Cron. And things start to get out of hand a little bit here in the 3rd inning. Eight to 1, Victoria leads. .377 feet out to left field onto Washington Street out there. Weiss now back to work. Comes set from the windup. Still nobody out. The first pitch down low, a ball. Just off the plate, 2-0. This one's popped up, left side in foul territory. Pettingill makes his way over to the Victoria dugout. Gets under it, but can't find it in the sun. It drops. 2-1 count. Silva 1 for 1 tonight. Drawn a walk. That's lined hard right side, but foul. 2-2. 2-2. Connor Weiss working. From the windup. Misses up high. Count goes full. More action in the Lefties bullpen. Left-handed pitcher working. That's popped up. Shallow infield. George Smith calls it off. And the shortstop always has priority over the rest of the infield. He'll get under it and make the grab. 1 out here in the third. Now Matt Wesley.
Right fielder number 16, Matt Wesley.
Harbourcats have left a notch in every frame so far this game. 1 in the first, 4 in the second. Now 3 in the third. Weiss looking to end the inning. Give the Lefties a chance to close the gap. That is lined over to second. Wyatt Moeller makes the grab, but a hard hit ball. 95 miles an hour off the bat. Right at Moeller. Brady Hewitt, the cleanup hitter, in.
The shortstop, number 11, Brady Hewitt.
That was the first out in 2 days that Matt Wesley has been a part of. Reached base all 5 times last night and was 1 for 1 with a walk earlier. Now he's 1 for 2. Hewitt takes that one down low, 3-0. Hewitt had one of the solo homers last night out to right center field. Pitch on the way. Slider. That'll find the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Weiss finds his way back in the count. Three and 1, 2 outs. Wave and a miss. Fastball by him. 3-2 now. 2 gone. Weiss wants to end it right here. Pick up his first strikeout. He's set from the windup. The pitch on the way. That one just misses up high. Ball 4. Wave and a miss. Oh and 1, 2 outs. Roan Klein in. A move from the Victoria Harbourcats head coach to put Brady Hewitt and Roan Klein back-to-back in the order after they both hit solo home runs last night. 1 and 1, 2 outs in the inning. Taken up high. 2 and 1. Two outs, any out will do it for the end of the inning. And a check swing, no appeal. He didn't go. 3 and 1. Check swing. And a strike called. Trackman has it in the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be off with the pitch. There he goes. Ball 4 down low. And now 2 on here in the top of the third for Victoria.
The second baseman, number
This will be
26,
Declan Brown.
Declan Brown.
Two outs here. A ground ball and a force to any bag now works with runners on first and second. That's down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Weiss. In there. 1-1. Two and one now. Fly ball, left field. Caden Young over to his left, ranging towards the gap, and it falls. 1 run scores. The wave given. And there will be no throw to the plate. 10-1 here in the third inning. Declan Brown cashes in, and now Dryden Fuoco with a runner on second.
The first baseman, number 9, Dryden Fuoco.
Another runner in scoring position here for Victoria with 2 outs. Victoria 10 runs on 10 hits here. 5 in the third inning. Weiss needs 1 out. Fly ball, left field, gets over Pettingill's head. Stop sign being held up at third base. Runners on the corners now. And the Harbourcats bat around in the top of the third inning. Here's Lucas DeGraw.
Catcher number 40, Lucas LaGrasse.
Weiss ahead 0-1. Now 1 outside, 1-1. Line drive, right center field towards the gap. It will fall out there despite an attempt from Wes Lynch. The wave from third base. And Fuoco scores from second. An RBI double. Lucas LaGraw cashes in, and now it's Max Bernal. That'll be the end of the day for Connor Weiss out there. He can't make it through the third inning. Donald Bray is out. We'll be back after the pitching change. Max Bernal in the 9th hitter of the Victoria Harbourcats order. To face the new arm out of the bullpen, James Kelsey. A left-hander. His first appearance at Civic Field this season, and the first pitch runs inside and hits Max Bernal. 87 miles per hour right off the front bicep. Cannot feel very good. There are runners on first and second here with 2 outs. Sets up a force at any base.
Third baseman number 14, David Pratt.
That's up high. 1-0.
So you're not that great. You're good. You're solid.
That's up high and outside. All 3 fastballs at 87 miles an hour this he's thrown 3 pitches. It's a 2-0 count. All 3 fastballs at 87. Two and 0, 2 outs. That one up high and away. That fastball at 86. Finds the zone. Takes a little bit off there, 84 miles an hour, and hits the outside corner. 3-1. A force at any base ends the inning. Victoria up 12-1. A fly ball, right center field. Trailing towards the gap out there is Wes Lynch. He will make the grab. Lefties get out of it. But Victoria, a commanding 12-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Lefties have a mountain to climb. Wes Lynch looks to take the first steps. Leads things off here against the starting pitcher, Jeremiah Arnett. .89 miles an hour finds the zone on the outside edge. 0-1. Wave and a miss from Lynch. Now 0-2. That's hit high, deep, center field, and it'll get over. Wes Lynch closes the gap just a little bit. A solo home run. It is 12-2. here in the bottom of the third inning. He does take the first steps up the mountain, the deficit down to 10 runs. A solo shot by Wes Lynch. An infrequent start for him. He makes the most of it. Hits one out to dead center field. Wyatt Moeller in the top of the order up now. As he will take that pitch low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks to keep the no-out rally going. Follow up Wes Lynch solo homer. As that slider finds the upper inside edge. Trackman does have it right there on the corner. A good call from behind the plate. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Wyatt Moeller down on strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and that'll bring up Tyson Pettingill.
Third baseman, number 26, Tyson.
The 4th strikeout of the day for Jeremiah Arnett.
I need to work on in between. I feel like I'm too announcer voice, or I'm like,
Up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul ball. 1-1. One and 1 to Pettingill. Slider on the inside edge. It is there for a strike. 1-2. Quickly back to work. That's in the dirt. Spikes all the way up against the top pipe of the backstop back there. 2-2. Grounded over to second. Quickly. Declan Brown on to first. 2 gone.
The first baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan.
The 1-0 from Ethan Wood. He tees off, sends this out to right field. It is gone. 100 miles an hour off the bat from Ethan Wood. The lefties continue to close the gap. It is 12-3. A solo shot hit 397. Nearly 400 feet. Ethan Wood continues to hit the ball hard this summer.
The designated hitter from Saddleback College, number 13, Carter Enoch.
Lefties make it 12-3, and now it's Carter Enoch, who cashed in the first run of the ball game for them and tied this game up at 1-1. 0-1, 2 outs. Now it's 1-1. Now 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Enoch. Fouled away. Enoch's another guy that has the power to leave the yard. Hit 195 miles an hour off the bat down the left field line to cash in the lefties' first run of the day. Back in the first inning. The 2-2. Fouled away. We'll see another. Two and two gone. Down low, Enoch works the count full. A wave and a foul ball. 3-2 with 2 out. Still, after the foul ball, it got off of the catcher, Lucas DeGraw. And that's fouled away again. This will be pitch number 9 of the at-bat. Carter Enoch posting a battle here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He steps in. Gets ready, the 3-2. Fouled away. This will be pitch number 10 of the at-bat. Enoch looking to win the battle. Pitch on the way. Fly ball, right field. Wesley coming in on it, but it's called off by the second baseman, Declan Brown. Lefties get 2 solo homers. Ethan Wood and Wes Lynch, but that is all for the 3rd inning. They now trail by 9. We go to the 4th. After catching the first 2 games, Jacob Silva is the designated hitter. We go to the top of the 4th inning, and he will lead things off for the Victoria Harbourcats. James Kelsey still on the mound for the Lefties. The pitch. Outside. 87 miles an hour is right where he's been sitting. The whole time. Finds the zone there, lower outside corner. 1-1. One and two. Count is even now. Wind blowing straight out to right center field. Maybe closer to dead center, as the Canadian and American flags indicate on the flagpole at Civic Field. That's over to third. Pettingill slings it over to first. A nice play there. One gone here in the top of the fourth.
Right fielder number 16, Matt Wesley.
Now Matt Wesley. Lined into shallow center. Muller chases after it. Can't get there. It drops in front of Matisich for a base hit in no man's land. A first pitch single for Matt Wesley, and now it's Brady Hewitt, the shortstop.
Right fielder number, shortstop number 11, Brady Hewitt.
First pitch low, a ball. 1-0. Kelsey. Misses that time up high, 2-0. The lefty fires. Up and outside, back pick attempt not in time. 3-0 count here to Brady Hewitt. Gets that one over the plate. Takes a bit off, 86 there. 3-1. Ground ball gets Port Angeles out of the inning with a little room to breathe. That one doesn't quite find the zone, just misses low. First and second now.
32.
It's Roan Klein, the center fielder. Grounded over to third. Pettingill to Moeller onto first. Not in time. A fielder's choice. They are not able to get the double play on the back end. The runner's on the corners now with 2 outs.
Second baseman number 26, Declan Brown.
Now Declan Brown. One and 0 after the fastball outside. Wind now shifting slightly over to left center field. But still blowing out from home plate. Maybe why the ball is flying far today. That one's there on the lower outside corner. Finds the lower inside corner that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 87-mile-an-hour fastball finds the zone. James Kelsey has a chance for strikeout number 1. Looking for it right here. And that won't do it. Declan Brown hit by the pitch. And the base is loaded now with 2 outs. Now Dryden Fuoco. Grounded over to short. George Smith quickly to first base. Ethan Wood. And it is in time. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. Lefties strand, the bases loaded. And now they have a chance to close the gap some more. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Port Angeles at Civic Field. The first pitch to Caden Young is waved out and missed. For a strike, he's down 0-1. A half swing there, but he goes around 0-2. That's down in the dirt. Skips behind the plate into the backstop. The wind now fully shifted out to left field. The 1-2. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. A curveball gets right over the plate. 0-1 after the strikeout to Caden Young, and now Garrett Patterson. Strike 1 called at the top of the zone. Jeremiah Arnett now in his 4th inning of work. He's pitched 3 1/3. Now it's 0-2. Line drive, left side, picked on a one-hop by Hewitt. It's short, the throw to first in time. 2 retired here in the bottom of the 4th. And now Sam Matisich.
The center fielder from Centralia College, number 11, Sam Matisich.
Matisich watches the first one outside. 1-0. Wave and a miss there. Fastball gets up to 88 miles an hour from Arnett. Now 1-2. Line hard, left side, picked on a one-hop again on a sliding stop. A highlight reel play from Brady Hewitt. We go to the 5th inning. Victoria leads by 9. Lucas LeGras in to start things in the top of the 5th inning. That's a high fly ball. Matisich in center field on his way over. Makes the grab. 1 gone in the inning.
The left fielder, number 10, Max Bernard.
Finds the zone there. Still James Kelsey on the mound for Port Angeles. He escaped a bases-loaded jam last time out. Still out there on the mound, eating innings. 1-1 with 1 out. Lefties in their striped uniforms today. Blue back with striped sleeves and a white stripe across the front that says Lefties in blue lettering, all with an orange border. Foul ball makes it 1-2. Up and in. Bernal's 2-2. He watches it up high, 3-2. Full count here. Kelsey gets on the mound. From the windup, the payoff. That'll run in and get Max Bernal and turn it over to the top of the order. David Cron with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
Baseman number 14, David Cron.
One out here. Left on right matchup. David Cron against James Kelsey. The ground ball gets the Lefties out of the inning and halfway through this ball game. That's up high.
Damn it, I always choose this one. I'm getting sick of this fucking.
Colby Schubert out to the mound to have a chat. That's up high. And it's 3-0 after the mound visit. Misses up high. Now runners on first and second with 1 out in the inning.
The designated hitter number 20, Jacob Silva.
A wave and a miss on the first pitch from Jacob Silva. He's down 0-1.
Silver. Like maybe with silver arms and it's like the Leatherman up top. It's like a stripe. It's like blue. Blue on the outside and like the stripe. Like the blue is green with like the silver outline. What kind of cargo that is? What's it called? That'd be fire. I don't know. See everything fastball plays and that. Oh my god. Change it. I don't know. That's awesome.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Jacob Silva. Ground ball gets the Lefties out of the inning. And that'll get Jacob Silva. A hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Fielder number 16, Matt Wesley.
Matt Wesley in now with the bases loaded. 2 for 3 today. He's reached base in 7 of his last 8 plate appearances. And a ground ball over to third. He steps on the bag for 1, throws to Wood, and he cannot make the pick for 2, so a run scores. It's 13-3 now. Now the cleanup hitter, Brady Hewitt. The lead runner was out on the tag at third base. The tag of his base. Excuse me. Runners on first and second. 1 out gets him out of the inning with no further damage. One-zero. High fly ball, right center field, trailing towards the gap. Matisich on his way over. He can't get there. 1 run's going to score. Stop sign being held up. And now second and third in a 14-3 ball game.
Center fielder number 32, Roan Klein.
Now Roan Klein. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs on Roan Klein. James Kelsey winds up, fires, and fouled away. That is chopped over to third. Grabbed by Pettingill. Toss over to first in time. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Victoria, newfound 11-run lead once again. It's a new arm out of the bullpen, Austin Lindsay, for the Victoria Harbourcats. He comes in and fires a first pitch ball to George Smith. A returner from last night's lineup, Marcus Nolan, into center field to replace Roan Klein. 2-0. And now 2-1. Smith looking to start a rally here. That is lined high to right field, but right into the glove of Matt Wesley out there. One gone here in the bottom of the fifth.
The right fielder from Cal Lutheran University, number 35, Wes Lynch.
Now Wes Lynch. Grounded foul. 0-1. One and one after a ball in the dirt. One and two. Fouled away. Count remains 1-2. Two strikes on Lynch. He wants to go there, but holds back. 2-2. 1 out. Lefties trail by 11 once again. Popped up. Right side of the infield. Trailing out onto the grass. Making the grab is Declan Brown, and there's two gone.
Second baseman from St. Mary's University, number 9, Wyatt Mueller.
Popped up. Right field. Coming in is Matt Wesley. He makes the grab. We go to the 6th. Victoria leads by 11. Declan Brown in, facing the new arm out of the bullpen for the lefties. Matt Capel, first pitch ground ball over to Smith. He fires the first, but it pulls him off the bag. He leaps up in the air. An infield single for Declan Brown to kick off the top of the sixth. That is the 15th hit of the day for the Victoria Harbourcats. Up high to Fuoco. It's 1-0. Pickoff throw gets away from Wood. High fly ball over to second. Mueller under it. Trailing back on to the lip of the dirt, but doesn't have to go into the grass. One gone in the sixth. Now Lucas DeGraw. DeGraw 2 for 4 today. One ball, one strike. One out. Pitch on the way from Capel. Called the strike. He's ahead 1-2. Wave and a miss. Picks up a strikeout for Matt Capel, his first one of the day.
Left fielder number 10.
There's 2 gone. One and 0, 2 outs in the inning. Wilco leads off first. High fly ball, left center field. Matisich trailing back towards the gap, called off by Caden Young. That'll do it for the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom half. Lefties. They need some offense.
So
Bottom of the 6th inning, Brady Sprague pinch hitting for Tyson Pettingill. Quickly the count 1-1. Fouled away, now behind 1-2. Strike 3 called. Brady Sprague retired. And there's one out to start the bottom of the 6th.
the first baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan Wood. Let's think about this.
That's grounded over to short. And the throw made over to first base. 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning. Victoria
From Saddleback College,
kicking back and relaxing here.
Enoch.
Now it's Carter Enoch, the man who won it for the Lefties last night.
I don't even know what that means.
Skied right center field. And it's going to fall into the glove of Matt Wesley out there in right field. We're done with 6 innings. On to the 7th now. Victoria commanding 11-run lead. Top of the 7th inning here. Victoria leads 14-3. Matt Capel still out there on the mound for the Lefties.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Victoria Harbourcats is number 7, Koa Wan.
Koa Wan steps in as a pinch hitter now. After the walk from David Cron, he'll be the designated hitter. Wan looks at the first pitch. A ball. 1-0. Lefties have a right-handed pitcher up in the bullpen. Ground ball foul makes it 1-1. Fly ball. Shallow right field, barely off the dirt. Brady Sprague at second base, gets under it, makes the grab. Now it's Marcus Nolan. One out in the inning. This will be Nolan's first at bat of the day. He's pinch hitting for Roan Klein, playing center field. One and one count. Marcus Nolan actually pinch hitting for Matt Wesley, but he is playing center field where Roan Klein was. 2 balls, 1 strike. Inside, pitch gets away. Young collects. 3-1. No throwdown. Ground ball fouled on the left field line. It's 3-2. Wave and a miss from Marcus Nolan. Sits him down. And now 2 gone here in the top of the 7th inning.
Number 11, Brady Hewitt.
Fouled back, 1-1. Capella had 1-2. Searching for strikeout number 3 on the afternoon. The pitch. High fly ball, center field, Matisic trailing. And he makes the grab, reaching over his head. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is stretch time. 2 hours into this ball game.
For the 7th inning stretch. We got
Wave and a miss from Caden Young makes it 0-2. A half swing, he goes around. Strike 3 on Caden Young. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now batting for your Port Angeles Lefties, number 10, Luke Bloodstrom.
Luke Floodstrom in. He's pinch hitting for Garrett Patterson. Sam Matisic on deck. 0-2. Down goes Floodstrom.
From Centralia, number 11, Sam Matisic.
Now Sam Matisic.
We were feeling all right. Back down the country road.
Matisic watches the first pitch down low.
Pump it up.
High fly ball, left field, trailing back towards the track and the wall, and it's gone. Sam Matisic Puts the lefties a little bit closer. It's 14-4. A 10-run deficit now.
This shortstop from Regis University, number 32, George.
Wave and a miss. 0-2 on George Smith. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. That'll do it for the 7th inning. On to the 8th. Top of the 8th inning. Rowan Klein against Gabe Baranasiri out of the bullpen for the Port Angeles Lefties. First pitch misses, a ball, 1-0. That one misses as well. It's 2-0 now. Hard hit ball over to second. Moeller scoops and fires over to Ethan Wood. One quick out here to start the top of the 8th inning.
The second baseman, number 26, Evelyn Brown. And 9.
It's outside. 1-1 now. Baranasiri nods his head. A check swing. And now 1-2. Wind blowing out to center field. pretty strongly. 2-2 now. That one misses up high, 3-2. That's fouled away. Dropping towards the right field line. Does get down foul. The count remains 3-2. We'll do it again. Still a 3-2 count. Swung on and missed. Down goes Declan Brown. Arana Siri's first strikeout.
The first baseman, number 9, Dryden Fuoco.
Now Dryden Fuoco. 2 outs in the inning. One and 0. Two and 0. Arana Siri behind. That's shot up the middle. Base hit. Dryden Fuoco cashes in with 2 outs. And now Lucas LeGras.
The catcher, number 40, Lucas DeGraw.
Grounded up the middle. Wyatt Moeller bobbles. That's Brady Sprague at second base. Moeller is at short now, but he does step on the bag. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Lefties trail by 10. Wes Lynch leads off the bottom of the 8th inning with a barrel through the left side, 99 miles an hour off the bat. A single to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Now it'll be the top of the order, Wyatt Moeller.
St. Mary's University, number 9, Wyatt Moeller. Got Sprague on deck, by the way.
Brady Sprague on deck behind him. That's chopped right center field. And Wesley gets there. There's one out in the inning.
Number 25, Brady.
There's one out now. And it's Brady Sprague. One and 0.
I'm gonna try it, but I'm just
So did Nolan go in and move Wesley to right to DH?
Line through the right side. It's going to be a base hit. Brady Sprague on the base pass now, and the Lefties have a runner in scoring position here. Down by 10 in the 8th inning.
The first baseman from Wright State University, number 24, Ethan Wood.
A wave and a miss. 0-2 now on Ethan Wood. Woods left the yard once already today. Out to right field, hit one nearly 400 feet. The pitch. Laid off. Low and away, 1-2. That's upstairs, 2-2. Another foul ball keeps the count where it's at. Fouled away. That's lined up the middle. Base hit for Ethan Wood. Wes Lynch getting the wave. The throw to the plate not in time. And the Lefties score their 5th run of the afternoon. It's 14-5. Nathan Huey pinch hitting.
Your attention, please.
For Carter
Now
Enoch
batting
as
for
a
your
designated hitter.
Point Lefties, number 34, Nathan Huey.
He's pinch hitting for Carter Enoch as the designated hitter. 1 out in the inning. Runners on first and second. 14-5 ball game.
Got a very similar swing to something that used to come. That I'll see now.
That's a line drive into center field, and it's going to fall into the glove of Marcus Nolan out there for the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Caden Young. Started tonight in left field. Defensive substitutions have put him behind the plate. Owen 1 after the foul ball. Owen 1. Popped up. Right side of the infield, foul territory. Fuoco's there. We go to the 9th inning, 14-5 now. Top of the 9th inning, it's Mason Say out of the bullpen for the Port Angeles Lefties. Max Bernal takes the first pitch over to Ethan Wood at first base. It gets right by him into the outfield. A base hit for Bernal. And it brings right back up the top of the order.
Third baseman, number 14, David Cron.
David Cron. Then Koa Wan after that. Matt Wesley. Marcus Nolan. So it's Cron and then Wan. And then Marcus Nolan. 1-1 count. One and two. It's popped up. Pettingill calls it off. It's Moeller, excuse me, over at third base now.
The designated hitter, number 7.
Brady Sprague at second. Now it's Koa Wan. Wave and a miss. Foul tip back into the glove of Caden Young. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ground ball from Mason Say is what he wants. Koa 1 at the plate. 0 for 1. Count is 1 and 2. Sprague at second. Smith still at short. Moeller at third base. The pitch from Say. Outside, 2 and 2. Up and in. Payoff pitch with 1 out. Wave and a miss. Say sits him down. Now it's Marcus Nolan.
Right fielder, number 33, Marcus Nolan.
One and one. One. In the dirt, gets away from him. Caden Young blocks it. 2 and 1, 2 outs.
Yoder 6 and 8 games.
Inside, 3 and 2. 3 balls and 1 strike, excuse me. Three balls, 1 strike here. Mason Say to Marcus Nolan, he comes set from the stretch. He'll deliver. Outside, he lost him, ball 4.
Shortstop number 11, Brady Hewitt.
High fly ball, left field. Luke Floodstrom trailing back to his left, towards the wall, and it drops. Cut throw is not in time to get the runner. 2 outs, and the Victoria lead expands to 15-5 after the RBI double. pitch to Roan Klein is in there for a strike. 0-1 to Klein. Runners on second and third. Victoria, a hit total of 18 on the day. Swung on, hit a ways, but foul. 0-2. Wave and a miss. He sits him down. So we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Victoria leads by 10. Luke Floodstrom watches the first pitch in the dirt in the bottom of the ninth inning. 1-0. He's ahead. Fouled away. 1-1.
Is it juicy or is it hypnotizing?
Floodstrom's ahead. 2-1. Ansem Stuckley out of the bullpen for Victoria. The count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike on Luke Floodstrom. The 3-1 in the zone. Floodstrom knows it. Stays in the box. 3-2. Right there at the letters. Fills up the count. A foul ball there on a check swing keeps it full. 3-2. High fly ball, right center field. Sounded good off the bat. Trailing back towards the gap is the center fielder, Marcus Nolan. And he will make the grab.
More attention, please. Now got it for your boarding for lefties. Number 46, Landon Roy.
Now in comes Landon Roy for the Port Angeles Lefties. Roy pinch hitting for Sam Matisic. He will check his swing. The appeal down. He goes. 0-1. 0-1 to Landon Roy. That's in there. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking to get on base here. His first at-bat of the year. The pitch. Down below the knees, 1-2.
Shumway on deck.
Jordan Shumway on deck. He'll be pinch hitting for George Smith. The pitch. Down in the dirt. Roy watches it, 2-2. Two and two, 1 out. Roy awaits. Swing and a miss. Down goes Landon Roy.
Your attention, please. Now batting first.
Now Jordan Shumway.
Number 28, Jordan Shumway.
Lefties down to their final out of the ball game and the series. Coming into today, the rubber match of 3. Lefties made their record 5-15 last night, which is currently what the score sits at. Shumway watches the first pitch in there for a strike. Lefties down to their final out tonight. Shumway watches that one. 0-2 now. Down to their final strike, the pitch. Shumway, a wave and a miss. That'll do it for the 3-game series and the homestand. The Port Angeles Lefties finish out the 6-game homestand. They take 1, but lose the series to the Victoria Harbourcats, and they get swept by the Bellingham Bells. A 1-5 homestand, not ideal for the Port Angeles Lefties.
15, Lefties 5.
And now they'll go on the road, right back to the Bellingham Bells, this time in Bellingham, and then the Edmonton Riverhawks. They come back to play a non-league matchup against Cascade.
Your Lefties return to Civic Field June 30th for the first game in a series against the Cascade Collegiate League. The first pitch is at 6:35
The Cascade
p.m.
Collegiate League,
Games open at
a non-league
5:35.
series.
Tickets
We
start
will be
at
back then on
$7
June
per
30th.
general admission fees.
Until then, I am Mason McLean with the rest of the Lefties Press Box. It was a fun homestand. We'll see you back on the 30th.
Lefties!
Go Lefties.